So, welcome back to the last part of this training. And as I've mentioned before, now we're going to look all over the image for if we have to do some refinements or corrections. So let's zoom into 100% by hitting Command 1, looking all over the image and I found something. Well, of course, I forgot that by purpose, so I wanted to forget this, because I wanted to let you know that if you work like I showed you, with lots of layers and non-destructively, then you always have the possibility to go back to a certain point and redo corrections or something like this. For example, with the discolored skin here, okay? Now, first, let's delete the mask created in the last video. We don't need it anymore. It's just distracting us from our work. Go into the Retouching group. Now go to your low frequency layer. Over the low frequency layer, create a new blank layer. Hit I to choose your eyedropper tool. Select a dark brown color. Hit B for your brush tool. With an opacity of 30%, now make sure that your foreground color is the color you have just selected by hitting X. Now slightly paint over the area that you want to correct. The reddish area here. Okay. If it's not working with this color or with the first color you choose, simply try another color. But for the moment, it works fine. So now this obviously looks weird. The next thing we're going to do is changing the blend mode from normal to color. Now reduce the saturation until you like it. I think I go with 62%. Let's have a look at the before and after. And now you see the reds are slightly disappearing. That's great. Another thing you can do, because here it's really dark, is going to Dodge and Burn Body. Now make sure white is your foreground color. Choose an opacity of around about 7%. Hardness of 0%. And slightly go over the dark area here to light it up a little bit. Brighten the area just a bit. Maybe this was too much. So hit Command Z to undo this. Okay. So far I think that's great. Okay, now I like what I see. Let's just check the layer if it looks great or if it's weird. No, it looks fine. Okay. It does not change the overall look of the arm, and that's important. Just change the color. Okay, the next thing I want to correct is that spot here on the table. Therefore you go to your low frequency layer, hit J to choose your healing brush tool. Make sure you have an opacity. Make sure you have a hardness of 0%. Choose an area and simply paint over the problem area on the table. That's fine. And maybe I decide now to leave a little bit more saturation in the colors. Maybe I desaturated them too extremely. So just giving back some more saturation. Wonderful. So if you now want to see an overall before and after, simply go and hit Shift and select all of your layers, but not the background layer. Hit Command G to put all of them into a group. And now you can simply switch the group on and off and you see overall before and after. And you will see we've done quite a lot to the image. And if you go closer and have a look at the before and after, you will see we did not destroy any of the skin texture, thanks to dodging and burning and all those things. So really, I recommend you using dodging and burning and all the techniques I just showed you, and you can retain as many texture as possible. Of course, you could always do more and more and more and make it even more precise, but I think for the moment that's really, really great. So zoom out to have a look at the full image, have a last look at you before and after, and yeah, I think the image is done. So I say thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful for you and that you learned a lot. And if you liked it, I would be really happy if you share a link to my tutorials so other people can watch it too. And I would also be very happy if you have a look at my other pro tutorials and also to my free tutorials. So I hope to see you in my next tutorial, and goodbye.